Yeah, wishing you well.
Thank you.
Thank
you very much.
Well, let's get to our next corporate then that's joining us, Balrampur Chini. Well, the numbers were a little bit weakish owing to the sugar segment. That's what led the losses in the past quarter. To understand what's going on out there and what's the outlook from a year on, we're joined by Mr. Pramod Patwari, the CFO of the company. Hi, sir. Morning. Thanks so much for joining in. Well, let's focus on the sugar segment itself. What are the sugar prices trading at now? What's the outlook for the year? I believe you're sitting on around 12 lakh quintals at a price of around 35 rupees odd. So give us an outlook on this front.
Yeah, correct. So we are sitting on an inventory of around 12 lakh quintals, which are valued at 34.8 paisa per kg. And currently we are selling sugar at around 37 rupees per kg.
Okay.
As far as the outlook for the sugar prices are concerned, we believe that it will be a function of available inventory into the system. Inventories are depleting on the basis of robust export as well as the significant diversion of sugar into ethanol.
But there is still a surplus, Mr. Patwari, sorry. There is still what's the situation there? How far is that depletion going to happen? By when? And what does that mean for sales, sugar sales?
Yeah, as far as the availability of sugar into the country is concerned, next year production estimates are around 40 to 41 million ton. And after taking into account the 4.5 million ton of diversion into ethanol, availability will be around 36.5. Against that, demand will be around 27.5 to 28 million ton. So we will be left with around 8 million ton of surplus sugar, which needs to be exported. Government has already announced as a first tranche for export of 6 million ton of sugar from the country. And they will continue to monitor the production progress, and thereupon at relevant point in time, they may come out with another tranche of export. They have very categorically and clearly said that they are comfortable with 6 million ton of inventory as a closing stock on 30th of September.
Okay, so currently from this sugar price, you said it's currently 37 rupees a kg. How much do you think it can move up to over the next, say, quarter or two?
See, it will be very difficult to give you a quarter-wise production projection, but as the production season will be in full swing in next 15 days, I think it is going to remain range-bound.
Okay, all right. Mr. Patwari, let's talk about the distillery business. As of the last year, it contributed close to around 19% odd of your revenues. Profitability is much more. Now, your aim is to take it to around 35%, and you have commissioned, a couple of units, and your capacity itself is going to go double from here. Give us the roadmap. By when do you go to this 35% revenue contribution from the distillery segment? And given that you have incurred some capex, how will your balance sheet look at peak levels?
Okay. So at peak level, we are expecting a total turnover of around 6,000 crores. As rightly said, we are looking at a distillery revenue of 35% within that 6,000 crores. So our distilleries are going to commission by this month, and maybe one of the distillery will commission by first week of December. So we will get full 4 months as far as FY23 is concerned of 35 crores of annual capacity for our operation. FY24, you should have a full 35 crores of production and sales as far as the distillation is concerned.
And how much would that take your business to? Distilleries currently is less than 20% of your revenues. How much can you grow it to by the end of FY24?
FY24, we are looking at 2,000 crores of turnover coming from distilleries.
So, 2,000 crores of turnover. But what about on the EBIT side? Currently, I think it contributes about 60% of your EBIT. How much can you grow that by?
See, again, Sonia, this segment-wise profitability and contribution will be a function of transfer pricing of input materials. This is what we have said in the past also. But if the prices remain same, raw material prices remain same as far as the transfer from one division to another division is concerned, then there is no reason to believe that profitability from ethanol division will come down from here on. Of course, the juice prices are not that remunerative. So on juice-based ethanol, we will have a slightly lower profitability.
Right. In the next sugar season, what would, for the company, for Balrampur, what would exports look like?
So for 2023, we have been given a quota of 1.98 lakh tons of sugar export. Out of that, we have already contracted 1.4 million ton, 1.4 lakh ton for physical exports.
Okay. All right. Sir, we'll leave it at that. Thanks a lot for joining in. A bit of a scratchy line over there. So we'll try and just wrap up the conversation.
So I just wanted to point out, ED sources, they are indicating that Mr. Reddy of Oro Pharma and Mr. Babu of Pernod Ricard, they have been arrested on money laundering charges, and that's why Oro Pharma should be in focus, because I believe that Mr. Reddy, he's the whole-time director